Hi there everybody, this is David, and do I have a game for y'all today? This thing is looking absolutely amazing, and it's supposed to be up at the end of this year or the very beginning of next year, and it is fully influenced by early Dragon Quest games, which is obviously my favorite. I have said it before and I'll say it again, Dragon Quest is my favorite series of all time, but this thing looks fantastic. It's taken everything great about Dragon Quest, as well as everything great about Final Fantasy, and just kind of like pushing it all together into one, and I want to tell you all about it today, and that's definitely worth a sub as you come and you join our party and you level on up with me. Thank you so much for your sub, your like, and your brand new hype. It helps me out a ton. So this is called Paragon Story, and it's been announced by, it says, an overseas developer who's a huge fan of Dragon Quest. It's a game packed with everything an RPG lover would love, like job classes, marriage that actually defines and changes the story, carriages, airships, and more. It looks absolutely amazing. Just looking at the hero right here, you can totally see the Dragon Quest III, Dragon Quest VI influence, the graphical style. It looks very like Paladin's Quest, you know, it's very like pastel. It's looking really cool. The kind of blocky stuff, I know people are gonna say, okay, boomer, this is so old school, whatever, oh my gosh, this is so RPG Maker. No, this is SNES goodness right here. This is my jam, y'all. I'm loving this. You can see the horse. Is it Primrose from Dragon Warrior 4? I certainly hope so. Yeah, we have a horse-drawn carriage right here, just like in Dragon Warrior 4, with your characters and all that kind of stuff. Like, this is absolutely amazing looking. This is so freaking cool. I can't even stand it. It says that it will support English and Japanese, which is absolutely fantastic. And here we go. It says that this is an RPG created with RPG Maker MZ. Well, it's pretty obvious that it's RPG Maker, but this looks different than a lot of the RPG Maker games that I see out there. I see so many, and sometimes it's like they purposely distance themselves from the RPG Maker thing to make it like just not as nice, you know, like they'll purposely make it like really ugly or something, or they'll take it away from this SNES aesthetic to turn it into something that I'm not really a fan of, but this I am totally a fan of. The player takes on the role of a simple fisherman's son who has just come of age. Ha! Is that ringing any bells like Dragon Quest VII? Yeah. And then they embark on a journey to defeat the Demon King, guided by an unknown force. So they came of age, like, wake up dear, it's your 16th birthday, just like in Dragon Warrior 3, gotta defeat the Demon King Baramos, you know, the same sort of thing. Along the way, the player encounters a variety of locations, including legendary relics, yeah, maybe like Erdrick's armor or something, or like the Zenithan equipment, that sort of stuff. Remnants of ancient technology, that's giving me some sci-fi, some Final Fantasy in there, like the floating castle and all that kind of stuff, the Tower of Zot, that sort of thing. A castle sleeping beneath the sea, maybe it's like Grakos' domain, or whenever Zenithan Castle went under the water in Dragon Warrior 5, and a tower reaching into the azure sky. Yeah, like, are you guys seeing it? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is totally, like, this is everything. This is like a dream game. Along with these, the story unfolds filled with choices and decisions that will shape the protagonist's future, as well as a tale of death and rebirth. Just looking at, like, these screenshots and everything, it is gorgeous. It reminds me of like Mount Hobbs or Mount Ordeals, and looking down and seeing the rivers and the forests and all that kind of stuff whenever, you know, you're looking down from that. So that's really cool. Turn-based battles, it says that it employs a quick turn advantage system which guarantees the first turn depending on your strategy settings as well as your speed stats. There's also a system that allows you to collect hearts over 200 different enemy monsters and then recruit them as allies. So it's almost getting like a Pokemon thing. Or it could be like a Dragon Warrior Monsters sort of thing, or even like a Dragon Warrior 5 or Dragon Warrior 6 sort of thing, where you recruited monster party members. 200 though, that's quite a bit. That's amazing. The field map will feature a carriage system that allows you to swap out your party members, as well as a day-night cycle. Yeah, first RPG to ever have a day-night cycle? That was Dragon Warrior 3, and just like in 4, 5, 6, you're able to swap out your party members right there on the field. That is amazing. The trailer shows an airship with like this mode 7 travel and everything, and then there's a job system as well where you have 5 base jobs, and then in the same way of Dragon Warrior 6 and Dragon Warrior 7, whenever you master like 2 base jobs together, they will turn into a more advanced job, which is like one of my favorite things right there. And in addition to that, the story will unfold differently depending on your marriage choice. So there is a marriage choice as well. Like, this is freaking amazing. There are 6 basic job classes: your warrior, your fighter, your mage, your cleric, your thief, your jester, and then you can turn into things like a paladin or a ninja, a monk, a dancer, a sage, all that kind of stuff. And he actually, this designer, this developer, has pedigree behind him as well, because he came out with a game a while ago called Excaliburian, and this was actually a free game. And I played this a while ago. Somebody turned me, I think it was Toolman. He sent me a message and he turned me on to this game, and he was like, "Hey David, there's this free game out there. It's really cool. It's really short, but it's a whole lot of fun, and it's very like Dragon Questy." And I was like, "Okay, whatever, I'll check it out." And it is. It's really a whole lot of fun. So Excaliburian uses the same RPG Maker MZ thing. You can totally see the similarities. I'm showing that right now on the screen. You can totally see the similarities of that game to Paragon story right there, where you go around the world map and you find and you recruit various other party members. You will all have like different job classes and all that kind of stuff. You have your turn-based combat, all that goodness. Like, this is looking absolutely freaking amazing. I cannot wait for this. We see a lot of games in the indie scene. We're always seeing a ton of games in the indie scene, and sometimes they look really cool. Sometimes it's like too much style over substance. I was seeing this post on Twitter not that long ago where this guy was like, "Hey, this is my game, the trailer got like 1 million views, but I only sold 77 copies of my game." And I'm looking at the trailer and I'm like, I don't even know what this thing is, just like kind of like floating around or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I kind of understand why you didn't sell your game, because it doesn't look all that fun. But then you look at something like this, and like it looks very, very, very basic compared to that, but it just looks amazing. Like, this is tapping into my childhood in a way that a lot of other RPGs don't. This is saying like, hey David, remember whenever you were in 4th grade? Remember whenever you played Dragon Warrior 3? Remember that way that you felt whenever you chose your party members? Do you remember that? Yeah. Do you remember whenever you were in 6th grade and you played Dragon Warrior 4 and you kicked down the wall as Princess Alina? Do you remember whenever you climbed up that tower? Do you remember whenever you first got the airship in the Rukahan Desert and you flew around the world? Do you remember these things? And it's like, oh man, so long ago. I'm 44 years old now, but yes, I do remember these things, and this is bringing me back, and I cannot wait for this game. And I just wanted to bring it to y'all's attention. So, because I think that, whenever I'm excited about something, I think that you should be excited about it. Well, I don't want to say you should be excited about it, but whenever I'm excited about something, like, I just want to share my excitement. That's all I want to do. I just want to let y'all know, about the cool things that I find. So that's all I'm doing here. Anyway, I want to hear from y'all in the comments down below what you think about this game. Let me know. And as always, have a good day.